Our friend Steve Gaito has joined us again from Retirement Resource Management. You look really springy.
Oh, thank you.
Kind of like an Easter egg.
That's right. Easter just happened. Trying to represent.
And I like the socks.
Well, thank you.
They kind of match the whole outfit. So good to see you, Steve.
Good to see you.
All right, well, let's jump right in. We were talking about the difference between you got the importance of the plan and the retirement plan, and then the difference between that and your portfolio.
Yeah.
And so you need someone like you that's a retirement planner.
Yeah. So recently I had a client that I sent her the onboarding packet, which everybody always freaks out when they get it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information, and they have to detail their budget.
Right.
And nobody likes to do that.
No, we did it.
Yeah.
It was like,
and she said, I don't understand. I spend about $8,000 a month. And I said, well, that's great if it's right. I said, but if we have $8,000 a month till your last year and we incorporate inflation and taxes and all that stuff, you run out of money. Oh, I don't want to do that. And I said, well, let's dive a little deeper into, is your mortgage going to go away? Are you going to keep traveling at the same level that you are right now?
Car payments,
all those things, when they drop off, or they may not have, an inflation attached to them, like your car payment doesn't go up every month. Those things can really, if you take the time to dive deep in them, can really make it a much more efficient plan. And once you've identified your budget, you can create the income to support that. Then you deal with the taxes. Then you deal with the estate. And 3 out of those 4 things have absolutely nothing to do with a portfolio.
Right. Good to great. What does that mean? That's a phrase you had in your notes.
So good to great actually came out of a sermon at church, but it really got me thinking about, okay, a lot of people have a good plan.
Right.
But it's not a great plan, which means you're not taking advantage of everything that's available to you. Being tax efficient on your withdrawals, taking money out of the right account at the right time. Those things are important. And if you don't, identify those, you probably will be okay, and probably is a terrible word to use in retirement.
But no, we don't.
You want certainty.
Right.
And so understanding how to create those incomes that keep up with inflation and those types of things, that's all part of planning.
And Steve, the incomplete plan to a complete plan, how do you go from
incomplete? I find that there are very few people that have a terrible plan.
Yeah.
It's just incomplete because it only is looking at that portfolio.
Right.
If I manage this money and if I get X dollars a return, X percent return, then I'm going to be okay. Well, that's a big if. And so if we look at the whole plan and how much of an impact taxes are going to have, how much of it you want to leave to the kids, and we deal with that up front, we can create a much more efficient plan. So it goes from a good plan to a great plan.
And then much more to retirement than just your stuff, your assets.
I'm getting ready to partner with Julie, a good friend. She was on Talking to Town recently.
Yeah, Julie Martin.
And one of the things that we're going to do is she does a great job of helping people define purpose in retirement. And that purpose is great because once you understand what you want to do, I can help you figure out how to do it and how to fund it, more importantly. And when you've got purpose in retirement, you've got a much more comfortable, fulfilling retirement. And that's really how I think people want to end the last phase of their life.
Right. And a lot of people, they are searching for what really that purpose is. It's not all about getting up every morning and looking at the stock market. As so many retirees, I'm going to say men in particular, they're constantly looking, how much money do I have? How much in the checking account, the savings account, the stocks, or whatever. That's brutal.
Yeah. So imagine this. If you wake up in the morning and you know that check's going to be deposited in your account, you don't worry about it.
Right.
That's a whole lot better than, oh gosh, the market fell 20% overnight because something crazy happened somewhere else in the world. There's always crazy that's going to happen in the world. And so, how you deal with it is entirely up to you. And that's really where planning is very different from portfolio management. I did that for several years. And I don't want to do that. I like certainty in life.
But you understand that side of it.
Yeah.
And so, again, it's all about front end preparation, being a good Boy Scout.
Being prepared.
Being prepared.
Yeah.
Steve, always good to see you.
Great to see you, too.
And we'll see you next time.
Sounds
Steve
good.
Gaito with Retirement Resource Management. Go to his website, and I think it's retirerm.com for all kinds of resources that Steve has. So good to see you.
Thank you.